What surprised me most about 28 Years Later is that it's not just scary, not just political, it's spiritual. A zombie movie about death and the way we live with the knowledge of it. Yes, it's post-COVID, post-Brexit, isolationist, skeptical, but what Danny Boyle and Alex Garland are really digging into is how we confront our mortality, how we avoid it, how we fear it, and maybe how we can begin to accept it. Horror movies, especially zombie films, are tremendous vehicles for social commentary. The 28 franchise has always excelled at that. You can thrill the viewer and make them think. Everyone remembers the soldiers turning authoritarian in 28 Days Later, but do you remember who unleashed the rage virus? Idealist, left-wing, anti-animal testing activists. Writer and director Alex Garland's both siding did not start with Civil War. He's been a natural-born skeptic since 2002. I also just watched 28 Weeks Later for the first time, arguably even bleaker than the first film. Green Zone's US military intervention, Iraq-era cynicism. But 28 Years Later is its own beast, a unique, mature film, one that also has the odd job of launching a trilogy. The film follows a young boy named Spike, played with steely sensitivity by Alfie Williams, who lives on a tough island commune with his brusque father, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, and his sick mother, played by Jodie Comer. Separating them from the infected mainland is a causeway that only appears at low tide, very evocative. The first act is a twisted rite of passage. Spike heads to the mainland with his dad for his first kill, not of an animal, but of an infected, as the movie draws this murky, continuously obfuscated line between self-preservation and something closer to sport. His dad tells him they have no mind and no soul. Yikes. Director Danny Boyle goes off with the visuals, infrared night vision, slow-mo, handhelds, all while that haunting Rudyard Kipling poem plays. It's more icky than scary, and it works. Grand Guignol horror that puts some hair on Spike's chest. There's this moment, a silhouette of zombies by a tree in front of a gorgeous sunset that's just unforgettable. Boyle is an image maker. He can hit horror, scale, beauty all at once. It invokes The Wicker Man and great folk horror classics that it's clearly drawing from. To me, this is more of an adventure film than a horror one, but that's not a bad thing. The set piece across the causeway, beneath the Aurora Borealis, is a banger. Boyle and Garland are chasing something deeper, terror among the sublime, or how sublime terror can be. The film gets a little woolier in the middle. Jodie Comer is saddled with a passive role. This new soldier character comes in midway through, way too hot. But then Ralph Fiennes shows up, covered in iodine, whispering Shakespeare, and suddenly it becomes something stranger, something transcendent. This stretch is different. It's intensely morbid, weirdly direct, and kind of funny, but it lands. In a Western world that shuns death and isolates the sick, this movie suggests that maybe there's another way, that maybe facing death is the point. So while the final emotional beat works, the sequel setup, less so. It's jarring and doesn't feel fully earned. Overall, 28 Years Later holds its own. The images, the performances, the ideas, there's just no need to beg us to come back when you've already made a movie this strong. But I want to hear from you. What did you think of the movie? Where does it rank amongst the other two? Comment and let me know.